Hi everyone, Al DeMarco here, and this is going to be your Friday video report. A couple of free picks coming your way in just a moment on the heels of last night's free winner on the Cleveland Indians, getting the job done for their 10th straight home win. They are both coming up in the Diamond, and also another discount money-saving coupon code coming your way that'll save you $20 off of your purchase today or tomorrow, with the choice being yours. For me last night, I swept the board. Sort of. Last night, cashed in with my 10-dime play on the Dallas Mavericks, and also had a 5-dime play on the Mavericks on the money line, plus $1.60, winning outright at Portland. And guys, why I say I swept the board, sort of, I hit the two plays I released last night, but as I explained in my analysis, you know, that Dallas play was a bailout play for the small 5-dime equally rated play that I had on Portland in the series at plus $1.80. So, naturally, I still came out with a profit in this one since the Mavericks were plus $1.60 last night. And that's the key thing when you bet series. You know, I had two series plays in the first round. I had a monster one, a 5-dime play, but monster in terms of what I was willing to lay, laying 240 with Oklahoma City, because there was no ifs, ands, or buts in my mind. Oklahoma City, home court advantage, would take care of business against Denver, and of course they did in 5 games. So I had no fear of bailing out in that particular contest. Then the other one, Portland and Dallas. Yes, I had Portland in his small 5-dime play as well, as I just said, getting $1.80. But I'll be honest with you guys. You know, after watching the first half of the first game of that series, I realized I was going to have to bail out there because, as I noted in yesterday's analysis, Dallas simply throughout the series had too much depth and too explosive offensively with their athleticism for Portland to really keep up in that contest. That's why I bailed out last night. So, overall, coming into Friday's card, I'm on an 8-1-1 best bet run and 11-3 overall the past 10 days. And tonight I have a major release. It's another 15-dime play on your San Antonio-Memphis side. Now, you know, you see this site, you see a lot of guys dropping bombs, 100-dime plays, 50-dime plays, 75-dime plays. But it's all relative to the scale of the handicapper's rating selection. As you know, 99% of my plays are rated between 5 and 15 dimes. So tonight, having a 15-dime play, this is a big one. And of course, I am 16-6-1 with these 15-dime plays over the past 2 years in the NBA alone, including 11-4-1 this season, with the most recent winner being on Dallas in game number 5 over Portland at home on Monday night. So 15-dime NBA release tonight, and 2 bonus 5-dime releases in baseball, a run line lock, and on Houston and Milwaukee. So those are your 3 plays going for tonight. Let me give you that discount money-saving coupon code, guys. Use this one, Imagine20. Imagine20, no space between the word and the number, Imagine20, and you can save $20 off a one-time purchase. You don't have to buy my plays. You can buy anybody's at the sites. A one-time discount of $20. You can use that coupon either today or tomorrow. Simply enter Imagine20 when prompted in your shopping cart to save those $20. Of course, these discount coupon codes only available here on the daily videos, and I try to give them to you at least a couple of times a week. Also, at these sites, you're going to see a lot of changes in about 48 hours from now. You know, it's my job as general manager of the company. I'm constantly evaluating the handicappers at the site, always striving to improve the quality of the handicappers at the site. That means some guys, I've, you know, fired a lot of guys over the years. Others we've simply let go when their contracts have expired. But I'm going to be bringing in a couple of new guys, shifting a couple of guys around that I have found to be consistent winners, either overall or in particular sports, mixing up the mix, literally. Again, my goal is simply to provide you with a better mix to increase your odds at winning. And here at the end of April, the time has come to do so, and you'll see those changes, and I'll talk about them at the sites in about 48 hours from now. Hey, how about the NFL draft last night? A couple of interesting things watching it. You know, a lot of people, the talking heads, of course, were wondering why the Atlanta Falcons would quote-unquote mortgage their future for the next couple of years with their dramatic trade with Cleveland, moving up to the 6th spot, which I think they gave up 6 draft picks for, to get Julio Jones out of Alabama, the big wide receiver. But then again, listen, the Falcons are on the cusp of winning this thing, guys. They're that good. They needed a big physical wide receiver to get on the other side of Roddy White, and my God, does that make Matt Ryan all the more dangerous, especially since he has a great running game to rely on as well. You know, then you go into all the quarterbacks that were drafted in the first round. Am I surprised that Jake Locker was taken so early? 8th pick, taken by Tennessee? Absolutely not. Listen, the knock on Locker, no pun intended, is simply that, he had a poor season last year. Some thought he regressed, but did he play behind a good offensive line? No. Now, did he run the ball too often and try to make plays for his team? Yes, he did. And it caused him to be injured quite a bit. A lot of nagging injuries the last couple of years. But in Tennessee, they're rebuilding the offensive line. He is the quarterback they need definitely to rebuild that franchise around. The guy played again in a pro-style offense at Washington, and I think that definitely will help him make the transition to the pros. Then you got to go down a little further. You look at what Jacksonville did. I'm not a big Blaine Gabbert fan. I mean, this is a guy who's going to have to sit for a while, but he's going to the perfect team to do so, since Jacksonville has a more than serviceable quarterback in David Garrard there to let Gabbert develop. So I think that was a great place for him to go at 10. Then everybody's saying, oh my God, Christian Ponder, what's he doing going at 12? Well, truth be told, Minnesota took him at 12. Minnesota probably could have got him like at 20 or 22. They could have traded down. But then again, do you risk the chance of trading down to pick up a couple of bonus draft picks and lose the opportunity of perhaps getting that franchise quarterback that you are looking for? I like Christian Ponder. You watched the draft Talking Heads last night. A lot of guys are mixed opinions about him. But the fact is, he played behind a lousy offensive line at Florida State at times with little running support, but this guy can throw the ball. He can excel in a pro-style offense. Yes, a lot of nagging injuries, especially that elbow that has me concerned, but I thought it was a great play for Minnesota and the right guy that they've got to build around. You go a little further down in the draft, you look at some of the plays. I thought the Patriots, they definitely, everybody said that Bill Belichick was going to trade in and out of the draft with all the draft picks. I thought it was an interesting move they made at the end of round 1, letting New Orleans come in and go ahead and get Mark Ingram, which I thought was a steal for the Saints. I mean, you talk about, get rid of Reggie Bush. Forget about the Pierre Thomases and the Reggie Ivorys and stuff like that. I mean, Mark Ingram is an up and down, north and south runner that's going to run behind the tackles, and this guy is going to make a difference and make Drew Brees all the more dangerous. And how about oh God, how do you say his name? Castonzo? Anthony Castonzo, who came out of Boston College, the big offensive tackle, slipping down to 22, and the Colts get him, put him in at left tackle, baby, and you've got Peyton Manning, some nice protection there. And by the way, FYI, for the Patriots, there's so many good running backs available, and they have so many picks coming up here in the second and third round. A great space for them to be in. So anyway, just a couple of my impressions here on the draft. Let's get to your free picks. And again, remember that discount money-saving coupon code is Imagine20. First free pick, I'm going to lay it with Cincinnati minus the $1.50 at home against the Florida Marlins, a Marlins team that has dropped 13 of its last 15 games at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, with its pitching staff compiling a 6.31 earned run average in that hitter-friendly park. Javier Vasquez has sucked so far for the Marlins in 4 starts. He has a 6.52 earned run average. Even though the Marlins have won 10 out of 13, I like the way the Reds' bats came to life in winning 2 out of 3 at Milwaukee this week, scoring 16 runs in the victories after losing 8 of their previous 11 games. I'm going to go with Cincinnati and lay the wood there. I'm also going to go with Tampa Bay as the small home favorite. I'm surprised they're only minus $1.40 to $1.45 over the LA Angels, considering how well Tampa Bay has been playing. Of course, Tampa Bay yesterday, a doubleheader sweep of Minnesota on the road. It's 15-3, 6-1. The 2 final scores, a total of 30 hits in that contest. They've won 5 straight, scoring 37 runs in those games. 13-3 overall, best run in the majors currently. And David Price has won his last 3 starts. He's got a 2.40 earned run average in 2 home starts this season. I will take him over Erwin Santana. He had the 7.59 earned run average in 2 road starts this season, of who the Angels have lost 4 of his 5 starts, and he's 1-4 with a 7.36 earned run average in his 7 career starts at Tropicana Field. Again, I will go with Tampa Bay as your other free selection. Good luck, everybody, and I'll catch you again on Saturday morning.